Are dreams real? What Buddhism says about the subconscious mind.
Chapter 1. The Dream Mind. Dreams, mind's own reality. Have you ever woken up from a dream and felt like it was incredibly real? The emotions were vivid. The people were there. The places felt like you could touch them. And yet you know it wasn't real in the way our waking world is. This strange intersection of our minds, the place where dreams happen, is a territory that has fascinated thinkers and spiritual seekers for a long time. When we dream, what exactly is going on in our minds? It's a question that might not have a simple answer, but Buddhism offers a view that might help us understand. In Buddhist teachings, there are three main states of mind: the waking state, the dreaming state, and the state of deep sleep. Each of these states is different, but they are all parts of our consciousness. In our waking life, we use our five senses: sight, hearing, smell, taste, and touch to interact with the world. We're aware of our bodies, our surroundings, and our thoughts. But when we drift into sleep, our senses recede. Our minds, however, don't just shut off. Instead, we enter this strange land of dreams. Why is it that when we are dreaming, things feel so real? It's as if we are experiencing another reality entirely. Sometimes it can be joyful, sometimes it can be terrifying. This feeling of realness is because our minds are still very active during dreams. The difference is that they are not tied to our physical senses or the external world. Think about it. You could be flying over a city, talking to someone who passed away years ago, or facing a monster in a dark forest. These experiences can feel completely genuine in the moment. Our minds create these scenarios using the images, feelings, and memories that are stored within us. It's a powerful display of how our mind can shape our reality, even in this non-physical world of dreams. There's a story in Buddhist teachings about a monk who had a series of vivid dreams about his past lives. In these dreams, he saw himself as different people in different situations. He experienced joy, suffering, success, and failure. This monk wasn't simply having strange visions. Instead, his dreams were showing him the continuous cycle of life, death, and rebirth. It was a powerful lesson about the nature of existence and the impermanence of all things. This story is a great example of how dreams are not just random events, but can offer us insights into the deeper aspects of consciousness. The Buddha's encounters with dreams. The Buddha's own experiences with dreams provide us with a deep understanding of their potential. On the night before his enlightenment, the Bodhisattva Siddhartha Gautama had 5 significant dreams while resting after a long night of meditation. These dreams were not random occurrences. They were symbolic representations of his future path and the far-reaching impact of his teachings. First, he dreamt that his body lay on the ground and progressively grew in size until it covered Nepal and India. The Himalayas became his pillow. His left hand rested on the shore of the Bay of Bengal, and his legs reached the Indian Ocean. This dream symbolized that he would become a Buddha, and his teachings would be embraced by the entire population of Jambudvipa, roughly modern-day India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Nepal. His teachings would also spread north beyond the Himalayas, and east, west, and south via the ocean routes to all of humankind. In his second dream, a plant germinated from his navel, growing higher and higher into the sky. This was a portent that he would teach not only human beings, but also devas and brahmas. He would be a teacher of humans and gods, Satadava Manusanam, and his teachings would be conducive to the welfare and happiness of all beings. The third dream depicted countless black-haired beings clothed in white, saluting and worshiping him. This indicated that numerous householders, who were previously entangled in various rites, rituals, and blind faith, would become his disciples. They would learn the Dhamma from him and gain immeasurable benefit. His fourth dream showed blue, golden, red, and gray birds coming from 4 directions, landing on his lap and turning white. This symbolized that people of all 4 classes, Brahmana, Khatya, Vesa, and Sudha, would become his disciples, ordaining as monks and nuns and liberating themselves from the cycle of life and death. People from all classes and creeds would become pure and prioritize conduct over religious affiliation and caste. Lastly, the 5th dream showed him walking on earth covered with excreta, yet it did not touch him. This indicated that even though he resided in a world filled with impurity, he would remain pure, detached from worldly contamination. These 5 dreams, rich in symbolism, offered Siddhartha Gautama an understanding of his future. They were not mere predictions, but rather a source of strength, preparing him for his role as the Buddha and the dissemination of his teachings. These dreams also offer us insight into the depth and power of our own subconscious minds. Prince Nanda's Dream Lesson. There's a compelling story about Prince Nanda, the Buddha's half-brother. Nanda was very attached to his beautiful wife and was not interested in the spiritual life. One day, the Buddha used a dream to teach him about detachment. The Buddha took Nanda on a dream journey to a celestial realm. In this realm, the prince saw the most beautiful women he had ever seen. The Buddha asked if his wife was more beautiful than the women in this heavenly realm. Nanda, captivated by the celestial beauty, admitted that his wife was nothing in comparison. The Buddha then showed him another realm, one filled with misery and suffering. He asked Nanda if he wanted to be reborn into such a place. Nanda, of course, did not. Through this experience, Nanda realized that all things, including beauty and pleasure, are temporary. He understood that attachment leads to suffering. The Buddha used this dream to teach him about the impermanence of all things and the importance of letting go. It is an amazing example of how dreams can reveal our deepest desires and attachments. This story applies to us even today. We all have things that we desire, whether it's wealth, relationships, or success. Dreams can show us how these desires can become obsessions, and how that obsession creates suffering. When we understand how our minds work, we can learn to let go of attachments and find inner peace. The story of Nanda's dream is a reminder that we can use our experiences, including our dreams, to grow and develop on our spiritual journey. Chapter 2. What Your Dreams Tell You. Dreams as mental formations. When we enter the world of dreams, it's like stepping into a hidden dimension of our minds. Buddhist teachings offer a framework for understanding this dimension, focusing on the concept of mental formations, or sankhara. These are the fundamental building blocks of our experiences. They are the thoughts, feelings, and intentions that shape how we perceive the world, both when we are awake and when we are dreaming. Mental formations are like the patterns our minds create. During the day, these patterns are often triggered by external events. We see something, hear something, and our minds react. When we sleep, these external stimuli fade away, and the mental formations that arise in our dreams are a direct reflection of what is already within us. They reveal our habits, fears, desires, and unresolved issues. A joyful dream might indicate positive emotions, while a frightening one may point to underlying anxieties. Dreams are not presenting us with new information, but rather showing us what is already present in our subconscious. The 5 aggregates, or khandhas, are also relevant in understanding dreams. These aggregates: form, the physical body; feeling, sensations; perception, how we make sense of things; mental formations, thoughts and emotions; and consciousness, awareness, are all present in the dream state. Although the physical form might appear different in dreams, we might be flying or in another place. The other 4 aggregates are experienced vividly. The Abhidhamma, a collection of Buddhist texts, provides detailed explanations about how these mental formations manifest and how they interact, offering a map for navigating the inner world of our minds. By understanding this, we can begin to see how our dreams relate to our waking life. Not all dreams are the same. Buddhist teachings categorize dreams into 6 different types, each with distinct characteristics and causes. This categorization gives us a useful structure for understanding the variety of our dream experiences. First, there are physical condition dreams. These are directly related to our physical state. If we are ill or feeling discomfort, our dreams often reflect that. For example, a fever might result in a dream of intense heat, or hunger may trigger dreams about food. Second, there are past experience dreams. These are based on our memories and past experiences, replaying scenes and emotions from our lives. These dreams can be a mix of various memories, with people, places, or events that are sometimes jumbled together. Third, there are prophetic dreams. These seem to predict future events and are often vivid and clear. According to Buddhist teachings, these dreams are connected to our karma and how it plays out in our lives. Fourth, aspirational dreams are those that reflect our hopes, wishes, and goals. These dreams can provide insight into what we are trying to achieve or what we long for, giving us a sense of direction. Fifth, karmic dreams reveal the results of our past actions. They can be pleasant or unpleasant, depending on the kind of karma we have accumulated. These dreams allow our minds to process the consequences of our actions. Sixth, there are spirit-influenced dreams. These are believed to be caused by external spiritual entities. They are considered less common and less important than the other 5 types of dreams. Recognizing these 6 types of dreams allows us to understand the different factors influencing our experiences. Predictive aspects of dreams. The question of whether dreams can predict the future is a complex one. From a Buddhist perspective, precognitive dreams are not about supernatural abilities. Instead, they're seen as a reflection of our karma. Our actions create patterns in our minds, and these patterns can sometimes manifest as dreams that seem to foretell future events. These dreams are not necessarily a fixed destiny, but rather potential outcomes based on our past actions. It's important to remember that not all dreams are significant. Most dreams are simply a mix of memories and emotions. Significant dreams are usually vivid, clear, and have a strong emotional impact. They are the kind of dreams that we remember clearly even after waking up. They often leave us with a feeling of understanding or a sense of clarity. The role of karma is critical in understanding prophetic dreams. Our actions create effects that ripple throughout our lives, sometimes showing up in our dreams as possible consequences. The story of King Pasenadi's dream, interpreted by the Buddha, is a reminder that even dreams that seem predictive can be an invitation to examine our mental state. The Buddha helped him understand that his dream wasn't a literal prediction of death, but a warning about his fears and anxieties. The story of King Bimbisara's dream is another illustration of how dreams can reveal deeper insights. King Bimbisara had a dream in which he was surrounded by flames and could not escape. Disturbed, he sought the Buddha's guidance. The Buddha explained that the flames in his dream represented the internal fires of greed, hatred, and delusion that were burning within him, the causes of suffering. The Buddha not only interpreted the meaning of the dream, but also provided practical ways for the king to overcome these internal fires. He taught the king about mindfulness, meditation, and the importance of letting go of attachments. As a result, King Bimbisara experienced a significant transformation, gaining a deeper understanding of the causes of suffering and learning how to live a more peaceful life. This story teaches us that dreams can show us the internal battles we are facing. It highlights the importance of reflecting on our dreams and seeking understanding. It also demonstrates that dream interpretation is not about predicting the future, but about gaining clarity on our present state of mind. The Buddha's method, recalling the dream's details, identifying the emotions it evoked, and applying Buddhist teachings, is a practical approach we can use in our own lives. Chapter 3. The Storehouse of Mind. When we explore the depths of the mind, we often encounter concepts that go beyond our everyday experiences. One such concept in Buddhist teachings is the store consciousness, or alaya vijnana. It's a deep level of consciousness that acts like a storehouse for all our experiences, both conscious and unconscious. It's like a vast ocean where all the seeds of our actions, thoughts, and emotions are stored. The alaya vijnana is not something we are usually aware of in our daily lives. It operates beneath the surface of our conscious mind, influencing our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. It's where the impressions of our past experiences are kept. These impressions, or seeds, shape how we perceive the world and how we react to different situations. When we have a particular experience, it plants a seed in our store consciousness. These seeds can then sprout and grow, influencing our future thoughts, feelings, and actions. This concept is important because it explains how our past experiences continue to affect us, even when we are not consciously aware of them. It's why we might have certain reactions to things without knowing why. It's like the subconscious programming that runs in the background of our minds. Our dreams are also influenced by the alaya vijnana. The images, feelings, and scenarios that arise in our dreams are often a reflection of the seeds that are stored within it. The idea of store consciousness has similarities to modern psychology's concept of the unconscious mind. Both concepts suggest that there is a part of our mind that operates beyond our awareness, storing our past experiences and influencing our present behavior. However, the Buddhist concept of alaya vijnana goes deeper, connecting it to the cycle of rebirth and the accumulation of karma. It's not just about our individual experiences. It's also about how our past actions continue to shape our present and future lives. Buddhist teachings also describe 8 levels of consciousness, which provide a more nuanced understanding of how our minds work. These levels are not separate entities, but rather different aspects of our overall consciousness. The first 5 levels are the 5 senses: sight, hearing, smell, taste, and touch. These are the levels of consciousness that we are most familiar with, as they are the ones that we use to interact with the external world. The 6th level is mental consciousness, which is the level where we process our thoughts and feelings. The 7th level is the defiled consciousness, which is the level where we experience our ego and sense of self. The 8th level is the store consciousness, alaya vijnana, which, as we have seen, is the deepest level of consciousness. In dreams, these 8 levels interact in a unique way. The 5 sense levels are active, creating the images, sounds, and sensations that we experience in our dreams. Mental consciousness processes these experiences, while the defiled consciousness can create feelings of fear or desire. The store consciousness provides the raw material for the dream, using the seeds that have been stored within it. By understanding these 8 levels of consciousness, we can gain a deeper understanding of our dream experiences. We can see how they are a complex interplay of different aspects of our mind. The Buddha's teachings on these levels of consciousness provide a map for exploring the depths of our minds. Chapter 4: Dreams as Practice. Dream Yoga uses our dreams as a path for spiritual growth. The key is recognizing the dream as a dream, which we call lucid dreaming. This requires a shift in our awareness, and we prepare for it through mindfulness, concentration, and reflection in our waking lives. Traditional methods for this practice include visualizations and mantras. Simpler approaches involve setting the intention to recognize that you are dreaming before sleep and doing reality checks throughout the day. We may face challenges like forgetting that we're dreaming, but persistence is key. Keeping a dream journal, practicing meditation, and focusing on our intention can help us overcome those challenges. Progress in dream yoga is often subtle, and it can show up as remembering more dreams, having moments of lucidity, and gaining more control over the content of our dreams. Once we develop this skill of lucid dreaming, we can use our dreams for self-discovery, exploring hidden fears, desires, and unresolved issues. We can ask ourselves questions about the emotions and symbols that appear in our dreams, using them as a starting point for contemplation. Contemplating dream scenarios and practicing letting go of attachments can also be valuable. Integrating dream yoga with daily meditation is essential, as it helps us bring more awareness into both our waking and dreaming experiences. Dreams can show us our minds in a unique way, and many Buddhist masters have used them for their own spiritual growth. Meditation plays a key role in enhancing dream clarity by training our minds to focus. Techniques like focusing on the breath can improve our present moment awareness, which then extends to our dreams. With stronger concentration, our dreams become more focused and less chaotic, allowing us to see their content more clearly. Progressive training methods in meditation can gradually increase clarity and control in our dreams. Lucid dreaming, recognizing that you are dreaming while you are still in the dream, is a core part of dream yoga, and it's not just for personal enjoyment. The Buddhist approach to lucid dreaming uses it for spiritual growth, and reality checks, such as asking, "Am I dreaming?" and doing simple tests, are important for developing this skill. Dream yoga practices may include visualizing and transforming dream content. We may have experiences of joy and freedom in lucid dreams, but it's important to approach these experiences with mindfulness and detachment, always focusing on spiritual growth. Ultimately, dream yoga aims for self-understanding. We can reflect on our dreams to see patterns in our thoughts, feelings, and actions. Journaling, discussing our dreams with others, and using meditation to explore their meaning can be helpful. We can then integrate our dream insights into our daily life, letting go of attachments, cultivating compassion, and living with greater awareness. The long-term benefits include peace, clarity, and well-being. Dreams, through the practice of dream yoga, become a powerful path to transformation and awakening.